Okay, so welcome back once again, guys. And in this lecture, I will be talking about thresholding. So there is a concept of a thresholding which exists with respect to the image. So where you can try to give a threshold value, and then whatever pixels that is going to be available inside a image, because image is all about pixels, right? Numbers. So you can try to control it, you can try to do like a conversion, you can try to maybe do a normalization. So that is something which happens in case of a thresholding, and let's try to understand it with respect to a practical example. So I believe my screen is visible. So here these are the three things which I have already written, and these are the things which is coming from my previous lecture itself. So like a import of a library cv2 numpy and matplotlib, and then I'm trying to use a show function which I have already used it, and then there is a image function, so which is trying to read images. That's it. So execute, execute, and execute. Now so let's try to understand thresholding. So there is something called as binary thresholding. Let me try to explain you that how binary thresholding actually looks like. So cv2 dot, there is a function called as a threshold, and I can try to pass a image inside this one, and then I can try to give a threshold value 127. Let's suppose I can try to change this value. So 127, and then 255 I can try to give, and then cv2 dot threshold binary is something which I am going to select. The threshold binary is something which I am going to select. Okay, now what is the meaning of this, by the way? So here I have given 127. Now meaning of 127 is it's a threshold value I'm trying to give. And what it will do, so it will try to convert my grayscale image. Let's suppose if I'm trying to give cmap is equal to gray, so it is trying to convert a grayscale image into a pure black and white based on the fixed threshold value that I'm going to give. Now here, so I have given a 255. So what does it means? So it is a maximum value to use a pixels if pixels value is greater than threshold value which I have given over here. And here I have written a threshold value cv2 dot threshold binary. So basically it is going to set up pixels to 255 if they are above a threshold value. Otherwise it is going to keep it as a 0. Simple. So here let me show you the final outcome. So it is going to give me two outcomes. So one outcome I'm going to hold it inside the placeholder, and then binary, so and is equal to execute it, and I can try to call a show function. So function wise thers is a title which I'm going to give, and then I'm going to call a binary over here, and then cmap is equals to, maybe I can try to give gray. Now if I'm going to execute it, you will be able to see that it has applied a threshold on top of my images. Now let's suppose if I'm going to change a value of threshold, for example 50 if I'm going to keep. Now you must be able to see that wherever it was able to find out a value, right? So wherever it was able to find out values which was greater than a threshold value, so it is setting that value as 255. Simple, right? So wherever, it means that wherever it will be able to find out a value which is greater than my threshold value. So as of now I have given basically 127, right? So I have given over here, let me use my pen, I think it's not responding. Yeah, so here wherever value is more than 50, so more than 50, so it is trying to convert those value to a 255, which is a 255 is basically representation of a white color, right, in a grayscale. So 255 is representing what? 255 is representing basically a white color. So this is what this threshold value is going to do. So you can try to keep on changing these threshold value above and below, and it is going to respond accordingly. So here like I said, so maybe I can try to give a value is equals to 10, and then wherever threshold value is greater than 10, it will try to convert those values into 255. So nowhere it was able to find out, by the way. So here if I'm going to give like a 222, which is close to 255, so again let's see what is going to happen. So a little bit of spot which I'm able to find out in this particular place. And now if I'm going to give 127, so yeah, kind of like a visible images I'm able to get it. Yep. So simply means that wherever a pixel value is more than 127, right, just try to set that to 255, which is white. Otherwise try to set it as a black 0. Simple. So again, let me rewrite the condition, guys, for all of you. So meaning of this threshold is, the meaning of this threshold is that wherever, again, my pen is not responding. I don't know why, but let me check once again. Yeah. So wherever a value is greater than 127, set it to 255, which is basically a white in color. Else try to set it as 0, where 0 is for black. Simple. Now, so moving ahead, and there is another kind of a thresholding which is available inside CV2 library. So let me show you that part as well. So what in all different kind of a thresholding which is available. There is something called as adaptive thresholding. So here I can try to call CV2 dot ADAP adaptive thresholding. Now here, so I can try to pass my image, by the way, and then I can try to pass, like, suppose a 255, and then I can try to write CV2 adaptive thresholding mean C, and then I can try to write CV2 dot threshold, sorry, CV2 dot threshold binary, and then I can try to give some number 11 and 2. Now, if I'll try to show you that how this looks like, you will be amazed. Adaptive, and let's execute this part. There is some issue. So there is a image, then 255, then adaptive, this one, then threshold binary. Looks fine to me, by the way, but okay. So here I have missed this comma. Fine. Now just try to call show, and inside this show, so write ADAP adaptive, and then here just try to call your output variable, and then CMap, let's keep it as a black and white gray. Okay. Now this is something called as adaptive thresholding, guys. Yeah, this is something called as basically adaptive thresholding. Now here, in case of adaptive thresholding, so I have used something called as 255, right? So 255. Now, what is the meaning of this 255 over here? The meaning of this 255 over here is a maximum value to assign if pixels is greater than a local threshold. So basically it's a adaptive based thresholding. So it will always try to look for the local, and then based on that, it will try to adopt. So here 255 is representing a white color, and basically it will try to assign this 255 pixels wherever a maximum, so it is going to assign basically 255, so wherever like a pixels is greater than a local threshold value. And then here I have given 11, and here I have given a 2. So 11 is representing basically a block size. So basically it's a size of the region to calculate a local minimum, and it must be odd all the time. And here, so we are writing 2 over here. So here constant it is trying to represent, so it has been used to fine tune basically a threshold at the end of the day. So here, in logic wise, it will try to select 11 cross 11 region, right, for like doing a adaptive thresholding 11 cross 11. And then it is going to do what? So it is going to find out the mean of this particular region minus 2, and then it will try to do what? So it will try to check, so wherever pixels is greater than a threshold value. So if pixels are greater than, so this is going to define my threshold value, right? So based on the average of this particular region for a region wise, and wherever pixels are greater than a threshold value, just try to keep it as 255, else try to keep it as 0. So this thresholding is like a pretty much amazing, like I said. And yeah, so it looks like a perfect sketch for me, by the way, right? A perfect sketch for me. Now, so let's try to understand another kind of a thresholding, and that thresholding is called as Otsu thresholding. So what is this Otsu thresholding? Let's try to understand. So CV2 dot, I can try to call a threshold function, and here, so I can try to pass my image. I can try to say 255, so maybe 0, comma 255, I can try to say, and then cv2 dot binary. So cv2 dot binary binary threshold, I can try to choose plus cv2 dot, there is something called as thres Otsu. I'm going to choose. Now this is going to return me two things. So one, I'm going to hold it in a placeholder, and then another one is OTSU. So Otsu is going to return. Now if I'm going to draw this Otsu, so show, and then here, so OTSU as a image title I'm going to give, and then OTSU I'm going to call, and CMAP is a black and white image. So CMAP is basically gray. Now execute. So this is what it does. This is how it will look like. So Otsu images basically. So kind of again a thresholding. So it is trying to like take a particular reason, and then for that reason, so it is trying to either keep a data into black or into a white. So hope all of you are able to see a lot of use cases with respect to a threshold, guys, right? So adaptive, or maybe like just a binary thresholding, or maybe a Otsu thresholding. Now all of these things are important, so when you will be dealing with the images. But again, so don't try to remember even a single function. You should just know, I'm just trying to show you this example so that you should know that yes, it is possible with the help of library. Many of us are not even aware about that these things even exist with respect to the libraries. And when it is required, so many people feel confused by the way, right? That how I can do that, whether it's possible or not even possible. So just I'm trying to show you a possibility. Even I don't remember any of these functions and its parameter. It's technically difficult to remember it. It's like a 10,000 function, and there are like a millions of parameter in if you're going to combine. So no need to remember, but just you should know that yes, these kind of things which exist, and whenever it will be required, I can try to use it. With that, thank you so much everyone. Take care, and see you again in my next lecture with a new topic.